In 2025, the Day of the Dead parade here in Puerto Vallarta was held on November the 2nd. The parade starts at the cemetery in Cinco de Diciembre, heads down San Salvador to Avenue de Mexico, and then down the Malecon, and then finishes at the Los Muertos Pier. This year, we decided to watch the parade on Avenue San Salvador. The parade was supposed to start at 5 o'clock, but it was running a little bit late, and then we had a couple of more delays partway through it, but still highly enjoyable with all the floats and all the performers all dressed up in costume. So here we go. Let's show you how it transpired in 2025. Amigo. Dia de Muertos, or Day of the Dead, is celebrated by entire families. It's a national holiday in Mexico. And during this holiday, friends and family members get together to celebrate those who have passed before. The celebration can take a humorous tone as celebrants remember amusing events and anecdotes of the departed. It is widely observed in Mexico, where it is largely developed, and is also observed in other places, especially by people of Mexican heritage. Traditions connected with the holiday include honoring the deceased using calaveras and marigold flowers, building home altars called ofrendas with the favorite foods and beverages of the departed, and visiting graves with these items as gifts for the deceased. Celebration is not solely focused on the dead, as it is also common to give gifts to family and friends, such as candy, sugar skulls, to share traditional pan de muerto with family and friends, and to write lighthearted and often irreverent verses in the form of mock epitaphs dedicated to living friends and acquaintances, a literary form known as calaveras literarias. So I pulled all this information off of Wikipedia, so I'm hoping it's true. It sounds about right from what I've heard before, but all I can assure you is that attending the parade and the different events surrounding Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, is always a great time, and it always happens during this first week in November. Generally a lot of celebration November 1st and 2nd, but the parade in Puerto Vallarta is typically on the 2nd, and it's always a lot of fun to attend. A common symbol of the holiday is the skull. In Spanish, that is called a calavera, which celebrants represent in masks, made or painted on their faces, plus also costumes of skeletons. The Catrina character has become deeply associated with the Day of the Dead. Catrina figures made of a wide variety of materials, as well as people with Catrina costumes, have come to play a prominent role in the modern Day of the Dead observances in Mexico and elsewhere. The artist Posadas made a famous print called La Calavera Catrina, the elegant skull, was most likely intended as a criticism of Mexican upper-class women who imitated European fashion. Posadas' image of a skeletal figure with a big hat decorated with 2 ostrich feathers and flowers was elaborated into a full-scale figure by Mexican muralist Diego Rivera and a fresco painted in 1946 to 1947. Rivera's Catrina had a simple Tejana dress and a feather boa, as well as other features that make allusions to the indigenous people of Mexico. Through addition of these indigenous features, Rivera rehabilitated Catrina into a nationalist emblem. So at this point, the parade essentially stalled out while they were waiting for traffic at different intersections and get it moving on Avenue de Mexico. So we decided to leave our stationary spot and decided to walk up the road here, San Salvador, all the way to the cemetery at the end of San Salvador in Cinco de Diciembre. That's the colonial of Cinco de Diciembre. Hola, amigo. Hola, amigo.
Yo tengo como un paquete a la verga para que sabes que no me echen una
Vamos a alcanzar 6. Mira. Sí, de hecho que están grabando. Grabaciones.
Hola.
So unfortunately, the parade once again stalled out, so the horses weren't marching, so we didn't get to see them in action. But we did get to check out how they were painted up and look at the riders, many of which were also in costume, so that was great. I guess if I'm going to attend the parade in the future, I think I'm going to wait an hour or two and catch it near the end, and hopefully by that time they're all assembled and moving. But at least on San Salvador Street, they're all closely bunched together. You can catch them all in one line.
Hola.
So here we are at the end of the parade at the Cinco de Diciembre Cemetery. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please like and subscribe.